Hey, watching Volgar's videos, and this is a video response to Samuele the Geek on his video on the Gamecube Argument, I believe it was. And yeah, you kind of confused one part. I don't know. Let's see. I'll just explain it like this. He said, and it won't fail in the first 2 years. And you're holding the GameCube and you're waving around, and yeah. Now, I don't know if you were impersonating a PS2 person, saying it like you're pointing at the PS2, but if you were doing that, I don't know why you wouldn't just hold up and shake your PS2. So that's why I got kind of confused. I know I'm blonde or whatever, but I mean, yeah, as you said, the PS2 had disk read errors in the first generation, and that raised my attention because I don't think this one should have failures because it's got the CD link or system link, and that means it's newer, but I don't know how much newer. I mean, how do I know that this won't give me disk read error problems? I mean, yes, it's Sony, but yes, I do like the PS2 a lot. It has so many good games, but I don't have that many for it because I haven't had it too long. I've had it for long enough to have good games, but honestly, I've been spending my money elsewhere. So, is it there? What number? Model number? How? Barcode? How? Where do I look for the number or the year? I don't even know what year it is. I think it's 2004 because the last number and the barcode is 04, but I have no freaking idea. So basically, I want to know one thing. I want to know, how do I know what year my PS2 is, and if it will have problems with the disk read error. That, and yes, the GameCube, in case you didn't know, did have disk read errors. We got this 2003 about, when it came bundled with Super Mario Sunshine, and we got it for Christmas. I'm thinking Christmas of 2003 or 2002. I mean, geez, that was a while ago. It had to been 2003 because that's a while ago. That's like that blank time and space where I couldn't remember much. Yeah. And then, I believe it was 2006 for Christmas we got this, because this one, first it wouldn't read 007 Agent Under Fire, then it wouldn't read 5 games, and then it wouldn't read 7 or 10 games, half our games, and then finally we'd only read like 5 games, and then finally, around that point, that's when we got this one for Christmas. Instead of a Wii. We wanted a Wii so bad, but as we all know, they were really hard to find, and, it was gonna just get a GameCube for now. It was kind of sad how everybody had brand new systems fresh off the shelves. That was new gen, but, oh well. I got over it. And it's also nice to see that fast again, unlike this one, it's all, I'm old. Yeah. I'm young. Ooh, that's fast. Boing. Anyways, so, yeah, in case you didn't know, the GameCube did have disk read error problems. However, the PS2s, it would only last about a year or so. But then again, I remember my cousins, because he said about first 2 years. My cousin had one. I don't know if it's the very first ones, but it lasted about 3 years, and then it failed, and that's when he fixed it. And it's first we would play PS1 games, then it would read like certain PS2 games for some reason, and then finally it took like 20 minutes to load up God of War. And he's like, this is messed up. So we did a thing with the screwdriver, and he raised the lens somehow, and then one day it just wouldn't read at all. So that's when he got a GameCube to catch up on some GameCube games like Skies of Arcadia, I think that's what it was, and Tales of Symphonia and stuff like that, because he's a RPG buff. Then he got an Xbox last summer, I believe it was, and then a few months later that's when we got the 360. Okay, so then one part of your video you said, what do you prefer? Would you rather, or what's better, something like that? Would you rather have the PS2 or the GameCube? For me, that's a no-brainer. I choose GameCube. I'm a Nintendo person. Now, if it was the PS2 or the Xbox, Xbox, no brainer. 4 controller ports, great for parties, and 20 your hard drive to listen to your music on a lot of games. I've always wanted to hack it, but I never figured it out. Actually, this is my second one. My first one's down in there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there's the one part of it. I don't have a dumpster. Funny story. Yeah, how much time do I have left? Ooh, 5 minutes. Perfect. Then I noticed you say that. Okay, you said what is the best console? In my opinion. Hold on, let me set the camera. Okay. What's the best console? In my opinion, the Super Nintendo. The graphics, awesome. Better than Genesis. And even, I don't know if even the most hardcore Genesis fans can even face that fact, but yeah, the graphics are better on a Super Nintendo. I think by the time we got to 64, the graphics, you know, it went into 3D land, and that's when some graphics, they don't look as good as they do today. I mean, when you first saw them for the first time, you know, they looked great then. But then when you look back now, some games don't really have their new car stunt, you know what I mean? Their fresh new pizzazz. They, you know, compared to the games you have now, they're kind of chunky, you know, compared to games like, well, let's see. Compared to games with Super Mario World, people play this game to this day on Game Boy Advance and, well, the Wii Virtual Console, of course. And the graphics are amazing. There isn't any blocky pixelization unless you hold your TV this close to it and you're like, oh, they're the pixels. Because it's 2D and it's very, you know, it's cartoony. And that's what makes it got good graphics. So here's a bunch of good games right off the whim that I own. Super Mario World, Star Fox. These are games that I grew up with. Super Smash TV, even though you can't see it. Earth Defense Force, which I just got a while ago. Unit Racers, which freaked me out when I was little. Mega Man X2. Mario Paint, which doesn't live up to it, but there's a game in there called Coffee Cup or something. You kill flies. Mortal Kombat. Yes, it's also on a Genesis. And a lot of people can say it sucks, but hey, it's still on a Super Nintendo. Alright? Okay. This game, alright, I'll hand this one to the Genesis. It's been on a Genesis, alright? Okay. Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Just got that a while back ago. Championship Pool. A pool game that doesn't freaking suck. It's got weird animations. Kirby's Avalanche. Basically Proto Pop. Skin with Kirby. Bob. EA Games. Alright. You got Super Metroid, awesome game, best Metroid ever. Earthworm Jim 2. Pretty sure it's also, yeah, it's also on the Genesis, but hey, it was also on the SNES. You got Secret of Mana, Squaresoft. This is a point in time when Squaresoft and Enix, which made games as ActRaiser, they weren't on any other system. They were all on the Super Nintendo. Nintendo Land. Yeah. When Nintendo had a buttload of RPGs, which one of my favorites, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. And then you got Robotrek, which I never could get good at. That's made by Enix. Earthbound, best game ever in my opinion. It's made by HAL, which makes Kirby and Smash Bros. And yeah, best game ever. You got Mortal Kombat 2, which is much better on Super Nintendo than on Genesis. Donkey Kong Country, Super Punch-Out, which has a save feature, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, F-Zero, which I think is the best F-Zero game, WrestleMania arcade game, better on a Genesis, but the only good wrestling game in my opinion. It's pretty much Smash Bros. Before there was a Smash Bros. Mega Man X, back when Mega Man X is on the Super Nintendo, not Sony. Gradius 3, and the final 3, Mega Man X3, Super Mario All-Stars, and freaking Clay Fighter, which is okay, and in case I didn't say already, Stunt Race. How much time I got left now? Yeah, that was 10 minutes. So, yeah. How does that look like to you? I love my Super Nintendo. And if you've ever seen, let's see, where's a good place to put it? Right here. If you've ever seen,